Hello and welcome to YakWaxLips. My name is Michael, your point-and-click adventurer, and this is video 2 in a two-part series looking at the best adventure games at this year's Gamescom. If you haven't seen the first video already, I highly suggest that you go and do that right now. Just hop on back to the previous video and you'll see numbers 15 through to 8. And now we're going to delve straight in to number 7. Mindcop was a game that I had no idea existed, and it came about thanks to this wonderful festival. It's by Captain Caruso and is currently available only on itch.io. The premise is that we are an awesome, super cool, kick-ass detective, the Mindcop. And what's so special about him, you ask? Well, we can delve into people's minds. As a standalone game, the way it works is actually pretty cool. It's quite unique. Each interaction that you have, whether it's speaking to someone or investigating something, takes up time. So to have a quick look through a computer might take 20 minutes, to have a look at a stain on the floor might take 4 minutes, to speak to someone might take half an hour, and all this time adds up and you only have a certain amount of time in the day to get things sorted. The demo was quite lenient on this and did give you extra time if you didn't do things in the right order, or if there are still things that you needed to have a look at. Together with your partner, Linda, you go around and solve crimes. And for the demo, it's just one crime, but it's pretty graphic actually. I found the game just genuinely really fun. Mindcop himself is kind of like a dour, down on his luck kind of guy. I think he was like a celebrity in his day and is now kind of trying to pick up those pieces again. But let's dive back into that first thing that I said. Yes, he dives into the mind. And this is quite quirky. It's an arcade kind of style. Those regular viewers of the channel know that I love point-and-click adventure games, but anything just slightly veering away from that genre and I'm out of my depth. However, it was still really, really cool and really fun. There's no date of this coming out yet, but keep an eye on this channel because I'll keep you updated. At number 6 on the list, it's Monorail Stories from Stellax Software. I have only just recently mentioned this on my Trader Talk video, I think it was my last Trader Talk video, and it's really, really cool. Basically the premise is that you play two different characters going on the same monorail, one going from left to right and one going the opposite direction at different times of the day. In the demo we play as Sylvie and she loses her scarf, and then when we play as Ahmed, he finds the scarf and it's up to me. Do I keep the scarf? Do I put it in lost property? And then later on in the game we play Sylvie again. And is it in the lost property? Has Ahmed taken it? And it's all about choices and the different people that we meet. It is all fully voiced, it's really quaint, and it's just really cheerful. Great pixel art. And on top of that, music added an extra layer of just jolliness. It's just a really nice game. The demo took me about 20 minutes and I could have gone back in and tried different choices. It's just there are a lot of demos to play, so I decided not to. But when the full game comes out, I imagine there's going to be loads and loads of different routes to take. This is penciled to come out in 2021, so keep an eye on it. At number 5 on the list, it's Chicken Police. Yes, that's right, Chicken Police. I've been looking forward to this demo for so long, since I found out that there was a game called Chicken Police. Police, where you are a chicken. It's by The Wild Gentleman, but there's no release date yet, unfortunately. Now this is what I call a noir game. It's really dark and moody. It's black and white, yeah, Sin City-esque. And there's so many characters in it. The atmosphere is really smoky, the music is really jazzy, and the dialogue really snaps. Essentially, you're a chicken and you're in the police. And I think the premise is that you've kind of on sabbatical because you're getting looked into. I'm not really sure, that bit was a bit hazy. But you go back to the precinct anyway and meet up with your fellow chicken. And you've had a spat previously, but now you're together. And then you go to a strip club or a casino, and it's just really cool. I really like it, and I'm glad I like it because it's Chicken Police. It was fully voiced and it was bloody brilliant, the voice acting. Well done guys, excellent. There wasn't really any puzzles there, it was mainly all dialogue, and again different choices takes you down different routes, but I'm okay with that. It's Chicken Police. At number 4 is Stave Studios with their choose your own adventure style game Over the Alps, which is actually already out. So it's been on my wishlist for a while, and this is one of the first demos that I dived into. I wasn't really sure what to expect, but man, it was so immersive. The writing was fantastic. It's just really, really fun. So we play an undercover agent, and we're in the Alps, and we have to get from one place to another. And we have to find a contact to speak to, but we're not sure who it is. And so we end up speaking to various different people. We meet someone who might be a contact, might not, and we have to decide by the way that they talk and the questions that they're asking and that we're asking where to go and what to do. In the full game there are various different missions that you have to go on, but in this one it was just the first mission. But I really, really loved it, and again it's one where I could have gone back and chose many different things and tried different routes, but there's just too many demos to play. I'm really looking forward to this full game and seeing which directions I can take. And like I said at the start, it's already out. Into the top 3 now, and at number 3 we have Mutropolis from Piratus Studios. And I tell you, I had a great time with this. I love point and click adventure games, and this was point and click, old school style. We play as a guy who was on a dig, and it seems like we're either on an alien planet or maybe a distant future, and loads of things you can click on. The dialogue is really sharp, but most importantly, the puzzles were great. It all made sense. The art style itself is very reminiscent of Broken Age, and I really dig that look. This is one that's right at the top of my wish list, and I'm really looking forward to it. The one thing I would say is I'm not sure whether there's going to be voice acting, but there was none in it. It was all text, which for me doesn't matter at all. I really like the game, but I know for some they really want that voice acting. Either way, I'll let you guys know when it comes out. I'll probably feature it on a Trader Talk coming up very soon. But until then, I'd really highly recommend you adding it to your wish list. Death in Taxis comes from Placeholder Gameworks, and it's actually already out. It came out this year. So I saw it in the festival and I thought, I'm going to jump in for the demo. And oh my word, it was a hoot. So we're Death, or rather, we are one of the Grim Reapers. We've just got the brand new job of being a Grim Reaper. And it's up to us to decide who lives and who dies. At the end of each day, we report to our boss, Fate, and he tells us if we've done a good job or a bad job. At the start of each day, we get a dossier which gives us a description about what we should do that day. Some days it's things like, you need to kill 2 older people, or maybe you need to save someone in the tech industry. And on our desk might be 4, 5, 6 different files. And it's up to us which ones live and which ones die. They do have consequences, however. There's a little phone on our desk, and every day it tells us the news about the previous day. So for example, there might be a pilot that we decide to kill, and the next day that pilot has actually been in a plane full of hundreds of people. Or maybe we decide not to kill the pilot, but kill the doctor instead. But that doctor should have really gone on in later life to cure cancer. That kind of thing. I can see me playing this game for hours. Again, it comes down to choices. It is really cool, and I think this might be a video that I'll play soon on the channel. If I don't play it on YouTube, I'll definitely be streaming it over on Twitch. And after all those demos, the game that comes in at number 1, my favourite demo of the entire festival, is Rosewater from Grundislav Games. Grundislav Games, aka Francisco Gonzalez and team. He is the creator of the Ben Jordan series. Don't know what they are, check them out. They are great classic point and click games. And this game, Rosewater, is his new one. It is based in the same world as his previous game, Lamplight City, although no characters in the demo crossed over. I have heard that in the full game there will be 1 or 2. We are Harley Ledger, and we've just come off a train into the town of Rosewater. We are hired as a freelance writer. As we walked around meeting the townsfolk, we realise it's a pretty dead town, and we're not sure why. We want to investigate this. We want to get our hands dirty into a real deep, grimy story. However, the story we're given is just a puff piece on a local celebrity. And that there is kind of the bones of the plot of the demo, but the demo took me over an hour because it is really immersive. The characters are real, and it is a Wild West town. When you first step off the train, you get pickpocketed, and it's here that you can either let the guy go or confront him, and these choices lead you down different paths. In fact, in the demo alone, I think there was 3, maybe even 4 ways you could play it. For example, this part right here, I clocked this guy around the face because he was doing my head in. But you can bribe him, or maybe you can sweet talk him, and all that attention to detail, both story wise, character wise and pixel wise, I mean it looks fantastic, is what really dragged me into Rosewater. This has gone straight in at number 1, not only on this list but on my own wish list. I cannot wait. And that's it, my top 15 adventure game demos at Gamescom 2020. Please let me know if you've played any of these demos and how you fared, and if I missed any. There were a lot of demos at Gamescom and I only managed these 15. And finally, if you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe for more point and click adventure games, hit that like button, and until next time, take care.